Wait.
2 holes.
But hear me out. Think about it. Let's say you dug a hole from... Wow, this is actually making my brain kind of hurt. Think about it. If you dug from the North Pole to the South Pole, and let's say we put Caleb standing on one hole and Amy standing on the other hole, you're not standing on the same hole.
No, but we are.
Yeah, we are. And if we both jumped into the hole, we'd go... and
we are jumping on. We are standing on the same hole, just different sides of it.
And we would
Is that what you mean?
Wait, okay, but then... So you're just saying that anything... that has a different entrance but a shared space is just one hole.
Yes.
So what if it was a branch off of the main one that's still one hole? Welcome back to the podcast, guys. I'm your host, Adrian. Sarah is taking another week. She has some personal stuff going on. So in the spirit of leaving this apartment, we're bringing the roommates back.
No.
Bringing the roommates back for one last episode. For those who don't know you guys, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm...
Jesus Christ. I'm not
Caleb.
cutting that.
I'm Amy.
How old are you guys?
Oh.
Do you guys want to share that?
I'm older than you.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn. How long have we been living together?
Around 347 days.
I feel like that's pretty accurate, low key. So these two have been on our podcast before, and we did a Are We the Asshole thread, and that was fun. And I think you guys are very good debaters. And so in essence of that, our final podcast as roommates will be debating hot topics that the internet finds interesting. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
So ready.
So ready. Okay, so I'm gonna say a topic and you guys are gonna go from there. And it's not like Caleb versus Amy, it's not like me versus it's just okay. It's just, for chill fun, for chill vibes, okay?
Sure.
Sure. All right. The very, very first one is water wet.
Yes.
Na. You guys can also agree. It's okay.
No, it's not.
All right. Opening statements. Can we define what wet is?
Wet
Is water on the surface.
I feel like wet is anything that contains moisture.
Anything that can change.
that contains moisture.
Oh, contains moisture.
Contains moisture.
Yeah.
This is something that's it has moisture.
But Caleb, you said no.
I said no.
So does water not contain moisture?
My mind has changed.
Argument invalid.
But playing devil's advocate, is the air
Dry.
empty?
What?
Wait, that's not the same
That's
thing.
not the same thing. I'm struggling to come up with a counter argument.
Wait, I wonder what the reason. So based on this response
Yeah,
that I'm
what do
looking
people
at,
say when
it
they
was
say
41% said it was no, 58% said it was yes.
That's pretty convincing.
41% is still pretty big.
Yeah.
Or low-key, I wonder if they said no just for the hell of it.
Yeah, what's the argument for saying water is not wet?
I feel like it's that wet is a word
To describe.
designed to describe things that are not water.
I see.
It's something that is not water, but then can be watered.
Okay.
Here we go. Water is generally considered not wet because wetness is defined as a liquid's ability to adhere to a solid surface.
Who said that?
AI.
don't trust
Wetness
it.
is
I
the
think AI
ability to
just-
adhere to a... No, I don't think that's
I think
correct.
AI just pulled from some article.
Hold on. Wetness as an interaction. When we say something is wet, we mean a liquid has adhered to or is in contact with a solid surface.
That's fair. Usually only solid things are wet.
So we don't say water is wet. We say water made something wet.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I might be on the no section the more I think about it.
Can you think of any liquids that are wet?
No.
No.
I think they're all
But like if we splash water onto a cup, now the cup is wet.
I guess for me, because water is the reason for causing wetness, in my mind, water is therefore also wet.
can't think of any other interesting. Let me look at why water is wet. Why is water wet? Oh, AI is just full. No. Interesting. All right. Amy, you're still yes?
I think I'm still yes.
The more I think about it, I
Yeah.
am no.
Wow. Okay.
I think I'm also a no.
Interesting.
I have no. I know I'm not. Emanating much credibility, flip flopping, but yeah.
Feels like we're just rage baiting here. Let's just say the more preposterous things. All right, moving on. Do straws have 2 holes or 1?
They have 1.
Yeah, I think let's
Wait.
pretend your straw, instead of being made of like a thin plastic rim, was made out of thick thick cylinder.
Yeah, just
Right?
metal or something.
Wait.
Expanded out, that's one hole. That's one hole.
Can I say a crazy example? So your ear holes, right? Technically, it's 1 hole, but we say it's 2 ear holes.
Because they're connected?
Technically, if we removed the brain, it would be 1 hole.
But you have to remove the brain?
I think so.
There's something in the middle?
So something obstructing it would
I don't even think you have to remove the brain. You
Oh.
can find a way.
just
No. This brings up an interesting point. I think humans have how many holes?
Oh, how many holes does a human have?
Yes.
Oh, but in reality, it's just
Maybe they're all connected.
I think we're a donut.
wait, what?
I think we're the same as a donut.
What does that mean? Or a donut is a crazy
If you
statement.
took a donut and then
Okay.
morphed it into a human, that would be us.
Yeah. Mouth to butt.
Yeah.
It's 1
Or
hole.
maybe we're a complicated donut.
I think we're probably complicated.
Can we go back to if straws have 2 holes or 1 hole?
Dude, definitely one hole.
The final
One
way
hole.
Definitely one hole.
One hole.
Just take the straw material, expand it out. Make it thick. Imagine
Okay.
it's a thick straw material, and you look at that. That's one hole.
So hypothetically, if you were to fold the straw in half, so it's a V now, is that 2 holes or 1 hole? That's still 1 hole?
That is 2 holes because the V in the middle will now collapse.
It's not
cause the
connected.
straw to, yes, there's no connection.
So 1 hole is purely based on the unobstructed access to both orifices.
This is kind of what I'm saying, but also if you dug a hole in the ground with a shovel,
Yeah.
it doesn't go all the way through, does it?
Wait, yeah, it does.
No, yeah. Well, no, so that's 1 hole.
Well, no, but you're not digging it through the center of the earth all the way to the other side.
No,
right?
but hypothetically, if if a hole were to exist from pole to pole,
That's 1 hole.
That's 1 hole. Okay, but but if you don't dig all the way, you just dig a small, a ditch.
Yeah.
that'd be
Is
1
that a
hole.
hole?
That's a 1
That's
hole.
also a hole. So a hole is not defined by the number of entrances, right? Because that one just has 1 entrance. a ditch.
Oh, entrance. Interesting.
Yeah, it's if you start from one entry place and then you're able to go anywhere else, that's 1 hole. But if you have 2 entries and they don't connect,
Wait.
that's 2 holes.
But hear me out. Think about it. Let's say you dug a hole from. Wow, this is actually making my brain kind of hurt. Think about it. If you dug from the North Pole to the South Pole,
Yeah.
and let's say we put Caleb standing on 1 hole and Amy standing on the other hole, you're not standing on the same hole.
No, but we are.
Yeah, we are. And if we both jumped into the hole, we'd go. And then
We are
collide in the
jumping
middle
on.
and
We
then
are
melt in
standing on the
center.
same hole, just different sides of it.
And we would
Is that what
die.
you mean?
Wait, okay, but then so you're just saying that anything that has a different entrance but a shared space is just 1 hole.
Yes.
So what if it was a branch off of the main one? That's still 1 hole.
Oh, okay. So it's T-shaped.
Yeah.
And there's
Now we
entrances
have
at all 3.
3 entrances,
Okay.
but 1 shared space.
Now I'd say it's 3 holes.
Really?
Yeah, that's 3 holes. Oh, this is messed
You see
up.
what I'm saying?
Wait, why is that 3 holes?
I don't know. Just think about it. It's a T. Would you call that 2 holes? You gotta call it 3, right?
I'm not sure. Let me think about it.
So I think the amount of holes is based off the amount of entrances. Cause let's expand it into a crazy number 98 entrances, but it all shares the same canal. Is that just still 1 hole? I guess What is the definition of a hole?
You know what? I think the answer is 0.
There's no holes.
I don't think it is a hole. What you get with a straw. I just don't think it's a hole.
Like a hole strictly has to be
Like,
From one place to another.
wait, no. I feel like a hole is just like you have an entrance to something.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is.
Wow. So now you're flipping to saying straws have
it's-
2 holes.
Straws have 2 holes.
He's back at it again.
I think straws have 2 holes.
Wait, I'm so confused.
I think a hole is just the entrance. Whatever happens beyond the entrance is not part of the definition of a
happens
hole.
beyond the entrance.
I think it's just the entrance that matters.
That is
Okay, interesting. I
So-
think I just see the hole as the actual entirety thing, so that's why it's one hole.
You are entitled to your opinion.
I am, yeah.
a hole is a hollow space in something solid with an opening on one side.
One side.
Yeah, I wonder if two. I'm not like saying you're wrong, Amy, but also I
That's
guess I
fine
kind of
if I'm
am.
That's fine if I'm wrong.
It's like a passage, you know. Like there's just another word for it. That we wouldn't describe it using a hole.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow, the T-shape went through me for a loop.
Holy moly.
Okay, so Caleb and I are two holes. I said 2 straws, and Amy is 1 hole. Okay. All right. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Ah, man. The classic
Why not?
is a hot dog, a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Yeah, I think it's a sandwich.
Like, okay, you go to Subway and you get like a, the foot long.
Yeah.
And it's that kind
you
of
get
bread.
meatballs in
You
it.
cut it in the middle and you put stuff in it.
That's a Subway sandwich.
It's a sandwich, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Wait, you guys said yes?
Yes.
Yeah, hot
That's
dog
so
is a
interesting.
sandwich.
38% said yes. 61% said no.
Yes, it's a sandwich.
There's no way you can tell me it's not a sandwich.
Mechanically, it is a sandwich.
I'm trying to
Yes.
think, like, is there anything else that's, like, similar in, like, verbiage, but, like, is a completely different... Like,
a taco. Is a taco a sandwich?
Yeah.
No, because it's not bread.
Oh,
Torta.
you require it to be bread?
Wait, no, torta is a sandwich.
That's a sandwich.
That's crazy. Wait, no,
And
no,
it's
no.
just
I'm trying to...
Mexican, too. That's all.
Wow, the lack of culture showing. Wait, I'm trying to think. So, what would you consider... Oh, my God. I'm, like, tripping here.
It's a sandwich.
I think it's a sandwich. In Australia, how you eat hot dogs, or like they're actually sausages, is you wrap a sausage in a slice of bread.
Wait, like the whole piece of bread?
Yeah, we don't have hot dog buns. It's just like one piece of bread and you triangle it, kind of like a taco. So I think it's a sandwich.
I feel like a hot dog
Interesting.
bun is just like a loaf of bread with a cut down the middle.
Yeah.
And if you were to make a Subway sandwich, that's exactly what you're doing too. You're taking a whole loaf and you're cutting it down the middle. You're not cutting it through the middle. So you don't end up with 2 separate pieces. You're just cutting it down the middle and you shove stuff inside of the pocket.
I
Sandwich.
I bet people who say hot dogs are not sandwiches, I bet the reasoning is that the bread is continuous. Whereas in a classic sandwich, it's 2 pieces on the top and bottom. That would be my guess as to why people don't think hot dogs are sandwiches, but I don't think that's a defining feature of sandwiches.
No, Subway.
Wait, okay, going back to your taco example, it just hit me. So you said how it's not bread, but also bread, like sandwich isn't always just like bread, right?
Yeah, so I think,
Like a-
Caleb, you were
like a-
saying how like
Like a pancake sandwich?
Yeah, but that's a pancake
sandwich.
sandwich. You're specifying, pancakes as the bread. You gotta say it's a pancake sandwich.
Interesting.
What's a pancake sandwich?
Wait, no, I'm just giving a No, I was thinking like a cornbread sandwich. Like, but then attributing that to like the corn tortilla of a taco.
That's a shitty cornbread.
Dude, cornbread sandwiches are good. Like a little
No,
bit of
I know, but you're calling a corn tortilla a version of cornbread?
It's a sandwich.
I'd be so disappointed if you gave me cornbread. You told me you gave me cornbread and you gave me a tortilla.
That's crazy. Wait, that's kind of... I'm being... Fair enough. Okay. If you are a hot dogger and you want to talk about this, I am interested. Okay, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes.
I'm kind of ambivalent about this one.
100%.
I say to each their own. Do as what you'd wish. I'll be eating my pepperoni slice though.
No, Kayla. They do
I will
not,
take
They do
banana.
not.
Banana?
belong.
Oh.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Oh, we're talking about pineapple?
You guys are talking about pineapple.
Of course. Yes, I will take pineapple.
Do other fruits belong on pizzas?
Not as much. I think pineapple
What about pineapple?
is a unique fruit. It's a fruit that is used with the cooking of meat more than other fruits.
Wait, do you guys feel like there are certain foods that should not, like, okay, I agree with Amy, like, to each their own, like, eat food however the way you want it, but, like, are there certain things you would eat that you're like, you should not eat it like that? Like, eating a burrito from the middle kind of situation, you know? Like, eat it however you want, but that's kind of strange, you know? That, for me, is, like, how I see pineapples on pizza.
Yeah. I haven't had it in a while. I mean, maybe I'll try it again at some point.
I do have things I think are weird, but I do not classify pineapple on pizza as that. I think pineapple has a unique meat tenderizing quality to it.
Wait, is pineapple on pizza an American thing, or is that from another culture?
I think it's an American
It's an American
thing.
thing?
No,
Yeah.
it's definitely from Italy.
It's terrible.
Our local
Sorry.
Italian expert over here.
Our little Italian expert.
Tralalelo, tralala.
Oh my gosh, there he goes.
Okay, sorry, that was rage bait. Definitely not from Italy.
That's kind of. Do pineapples belong on pizza? Are there any other toppings you guys don't like on pizza?
Olives. Black olives.
Yeah, I don't really like olives either.
Is there anything that should not be on a pizza?
Cucumbers.
Definitely there are things that should not
But
be
why?
on pizza.
It just hasn't been like invented yet.
Probably like watermelon.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
So just like any other fruit besides pineapples.
I mean, I just think it tastes good. It works.
Have you guys had a sweet pizza before?
I probably would not put ice cream on a pepperoni pizza.
That's just like, guys, hear me out. Condensed milk. It's like honey on pizza.
Not no.
Yeah, I kind of see that actually.
Oh god, honey on pizza is kind of weird, but it's growing on me.
It has to be spicy, I think.
Has to be spicy, yeah.
Yeah.
Or else it's too sweet. Interesting. Yeah, that was 51% no, 48% yes. Contentious. Oh god, this one's gonna be really annoying. Is fire on fire?
Is fire on fire?
That's the same as
The
is
water
water
one.
wet.
I'm just curious what you guys
Oh.
No.
would say. Fire's not on fire,
And just out of consistency, no.
but you flip.
I know. But I earned my spot there.
Yeah, it's really the exact same thing as water.
All right, we can go past that. How do you pronounce GIF?
A GIF.
I think if I respond in half a second, I say GIF.
I think it's GIF. But isn't JIF also a thing?
Like peanut butter brand?
Yeah.
Wait, is that a peanut butter brand?
Yeah.
Yeah, GIF.
I thought.
Wait, Jiffy?
Oh, I meant Jiffy.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
we-
a peanut butter brand.
Do we get GIF as a peanut butter brand?
Yeah. I
Wait,
think.
is it Jif or Jiffy?
No, I thought Jiffy was the peanut butter brand. No?
Wait, but isn't there a GIPHY also?
Oh,
G-
that's
Oh.
Jiffy.
That's
That's, like
also
a
Jiffy. That's also.
That's a just
Oh,
like
that's like a company's
tool
name.
That like
Oh, never
you
mind.
search GIFs on or GIFs. So if I'm not feeling myself, I'll probably say GIF.
I feel the same way
Interesting.
about root and route. Depends on my mood, which one I say.
ROOT and ROWT.
Yeah.
God damn it. Root and route. Or like television. Wait, no.
Route.
Television? How
So
else do you say?
aluminum and aluminium.
Oh,
If I'm feeling a little British. If I'm feeling Italian.
okay.
Can you wrap that with my...
Yeah.
Can you wrap my
Depends.
Casasimo with my aluminium?
Depends on the
can't
day
get
if it's
behind
schedule or
aluminium.
schedule.
Schedule. Schedule's a good one.
Just kidding. I always say
I
schedule.
think it depends on how early in life I'm exposed to the other pronunciation.
That's kind of crazy.
Because I didn't hear about aluminium till I was like 22.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
My dad grew up in like British English because Hong Kong. So his pronunciations are kind of whack. I just can't remember because it would throw my brother and I for a loop. Okay, we're coming off topic. Okay, the next one. Since tomatoes are technically fruits, does that make ketchup jam or any like fruit-based sauces?
Oh. Huh. I've never thought about that. Is ketchup jam? Maybe.
I guess like how much of the sauce has to be fruit to make a jam, right? Because obviously
Right, like,
you're
what is
adding
a
other
jam?
things, huh?
Yeah, what is a jam?
It's
guess-
just like a fruit.
Like crushed up fruit
Wait,
that can be spreadable.
But isn't it, if it's crushed, isn't it jelly? Wait, no, that's
Wait,
jam.
that's not jelly. What the hell?
Wait, jelly is when it. No, I think ketchup is a jelly.
Wait. I thought jelly had like gelatin in it.
Oh, it has to be. You're right.
Wait,
There's
why do you
jelly,
think ketchup is
because
jelly?
I think ketchup is homogeneous.
Agreed.
I think jams can have like chunks.
Oh.
Is that true?
Jams can have chunks.
Jams
yeah.
can have chunks.
Jams could
Oh, I
also
see
be
what
pretty
you're talking-
homogeneous.
There's a lot of consistency,
Yeah,
right?
I think
That's what
jelly
it
is
comes down
like,
to.
Grape jelly. It's like definitely not something you would find in nature.
In nature?
Something in nature.
Wait, so okay, if you take a tomato and you like squeeze it, what do you have?
Crushed tomatoes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be ketchup
That'd be a
because
jam.
there's a
I
lot
don't
of
think that's a jam. I think jams you got to add stuff.
So, okay,
Sugar.
so what would tomato jam look like to you guys?
It'd be like, yeah, you could still see like some chunks of the tomato flesh, some of the
so
seeds.
it kind of be like orange juice with the pulp. Like you want some of that,
Solid.
yeah, some of that solid
Right.
feeling.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I've never thought about that either. So we're saying it's not jam?
I think I could kind of see it as a jam because I don't know if for me I think about jams as having to have some of that solid portion of it. I think of it more as it's sweet and I can also spread it on things like jam. And I feel like ketchup actually fits
kinda
those
sweet.
categories. Yeah,
Wait.
it's sweet.
So, okay, let's take it a little further. What about seed-based flavoring products? Like a sesame like spread or like a mustard.
Are
do-
seeds fruits?
Yeah, I do feel like jams have to be fruits.
They have to be fruits. Okay, so
Could be wrong
jams
though. I could be wrong.
jams are fruit-based non-homogeneous mixtures with chunks.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like a lot of these debates it just comes back to the syntax.
Yeah.
Like the wording of things. Like a hole is a T shape of a hole.
No.
Is a maze just a big hole?
It depends on how many entrances.
There's only 2 entrances.
Then it's 2 holes.
There we go. Do I have any more? Oh, this is a really troll one. Oh, do you guys wet your toothbrush before or after putting toothpaste on?
Oh.
I always do after. But I feel like you change it up.
Why do you change it up? That's kind
I
of
feel like
freaky.
he changes it up sometimes.
No, I don't think it's conscious for me. So yeah, I think I do change it up, but I don't think
You
I-
just like grab whatever's. There's no reasoning behind it. That's crazy.
No. Okay, I will wet it before if I feel like I need to clean it.
You will wet it before.
Oh, what? Really?
If I
Why
feel
would
like-
you have to clean
If
it?
I see like, oh, there's a little bit of residue
Why is there residue on your toothbrush?
toothbrush. I mean, sometimes I don't clean it well after. You know, there's a little bit from this morning, like
Interesting.
yeah.
But then do you put on your toothpaste and then wet it again?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Really? Okay. I'm like 100% toothpaste first and then add water.
It feels like water like unlocks the flavor or something. Is that a thing? Is that process? No.
For me, I think when it's dry, it reminds me of fluoride at the dentist,
Oh.
Oh, that's not a good taste.
and I really don't like that.
Interesting. Okay, I have some pretty unhinged ones. You guys can tell me if you want to talk about it or not. People should have 2 towels. One for your crotch and one for your body when you come out of the shower.
No.
I don't think I care too much about that.
I am a proud. Yeah, I
Unless-
only have 1 towel.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't know about other people's crotches, but
Well, hold on.
So the story is that I had a friend go to another friend's place for a sleepover, and he's asking, "Oh, can I get a towel to shower?" And then the host passes him 2 towels. And they're like, "What do I do with this? Why do I need 2 towels?" And he's like, "You need one for your crotch and one for your body." And his argument is that why would you want to, like, let's say you step out the shower, let's say you're hypothetically clean, why would you like want to wipe your crotch and then wipe your face? You know what I mean?
But isn't your crotch clean?
But like, how clean can your crotch be?
As clean as
The rest of
My
your body.
foot?
I mean, my crotch never
like,
touches the
anything
New
that
York City
went into
subway.
that shower.
Okay, wait, hold on. The foot is a whole other thing. I think the foot is dirty no matter what happens.
I think it depends on your bath mat,
Okay, that's fair.
but fair. The bath mat can accumulate dirt.
I can see the 2 towel system, but I think it's just too much.
No, I don't see it.
Okay, what if you wiped your butt and then you wiped your face?
I mean,
think-
butt I just air dry.
Is this some?
Wait, sorry, which part of the butt?
I don't know if this is too personal.
I think
Like,
I mostly air
no,
dry.
I think it's mostly just like, because what I imagine is like when I wipe like my area, and then if I hypothetically were to wipe my face, which I do, I just like imagine it's just like, you know, I'm in my own business.
Yeah, I don't really think about
And
it
what's wrong
that
with that?
deeply.
I think I just too much empty time to reflect on these actions. All right, I have one more
Wow.
left. Again, we can decide if we want to talk about this before I do the superlatives. What is the superior way to wipe?
Like front to back, or is it
Back to front.
back to front?
Back to front.
Wait, you don't know any back to fronters?
I've never even heard of that as a concept,
I've heard of it, but I do front to back, like normal people do.
dude.
Wait, let me
That's
look up.
crazy. Back to front is just like
I know you're like bringing it to other
Towards-
places
yeah.
that did not need that.
yeah. Also,
It's like ergonomically doesn't
yes,
make sense.
I think my hands curl. You know,
Yeah, it goes.
They
It
curl
normally goes
Here.
back.
Ease of reach for individuals with mobility issues.
there's
Or
that
certain body
big
types.
booty, man.
Or, oh wow, important consideration is crazy. Perceived thoroughness.
I don't get it.
Wait,
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe if you do, okay, maybe if you're doing front to back and then you follow it up with a back to front just to double check your work, like, okay, maybe.
I just do 2 front to backs.
I guess if you have hair down there, I will say front to back pushes the hairs in one direction and it cleans one side of the hairs. But like, what if stuff got caught underneath those hairs?
I can't relate.
okay, this person says, I've always done back to front. It's easier, and since I'm thorough and male, that's all he said.
I'm thorough and male.
Back to front is more comfortable. Back to front, I never knew people did it differently.
Whoa, what?
No, these are just the rage baiters commenting.
Neither get a bidet.
It's gotta be like 80+%, 90+%.
Front to back, yeah.
Back to front, and I'm a female. Never had a UTI in my life.
Okay. Doesn't really mean anything.
I wonder if it's like culture based.
I think I learned my method from my preschool teacher.
They taught you how to wipe your butt in preschool.
Yeah.
Interesting preschool.
I remember she taught me to get a bunch of toilet paper until it was a ball of toilet paper, and then you wipe with the ball. It was a literal ball of toilet paper.
That's wasteful.
Wait, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I think when you're like 2.5, you don't really have the motor skills to fold it nicely.
no,
like,
but there's
your
people who
aim's not
still
good.
there's people who still wipe like that.
That's true.
Who just like
Use the whole ball.
or like you know like whenever
You just
like
get
you're
way
in a,
too much.
yeah, you're like in a public toilet, you look inside, there's just like tissue everywhere, and you're like, bruh. That was like the whole roll. Yeah, there's no percentage on that. I just thought of it front to back, back to front. I think majority is
Wow.
front to
Gotta be front
back.
to back.
It's gotta be front to
Gotta be
back.
front to back.
Okay. So, kind of this last segment, as we're approaching the end, we're gonna do some like superlative voting. So I think we'll say 1, 2, 3, and then we'll point. All right. Most likely to join a pyramid scheme just for the vibes.
Oh, I know this.
I also know this. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Me.
100%.
Wait, what's your reasoning?
Amy. Oh, I mean, every scam caller that like tries to reach out to Amy ends up like in her contact info.
Oh,
like
yeah, because Amy be fucking with them.
yeah, she'd be like
I
messing
love
with
talking
them.
to them. I love talking to Facebook
She'd be
Marketplace
scamming
scammers.
the scammers.
Yeah, I love talking to
Scamming
them.
the scammers.
Yeah.
My reason was because I feel like I would trust you to get out of it.
Oh, wow.
But then I feel like Caleb and I would be sucked in.
Get stuck.
Yeah, we
Or
might-
just it's a pyramid scheme. It's a
Yeah.
good scheme, but you have the discernment to pull yourself out.
I remember in Indiana, there were some IEs that were in a pyramid scheme.
Couple what? IEs.
Yeah, there's some of
Oh.
those Asian IEs selling mysterious products. It's definitely a pyramid scheme, I
What were
think.
they selling?
It was just random, like, ointments or some kind of, like, digital service. I don't know. It was very murky as to what it was, but... Yeah, I'd do that. For fun.
For fun. All right. Most likely to unironically say "we ball" while spiraling.
I think...
Ball
We ball.
while spiraling.
Yeah.
Spiraling.
Yeah. Like,
Oh.
let's say you're having a hard day at work and you tell your team,
Oh.
tonight we ball.
All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
This guy.
Yeah.
I think it's just a phrasing
like-
of "we ball."
There's a bit of like
That's Caleb.
manic depression.
Wait, manic depression.
No, I don't think it's manic depression. I think you would just, like, try to lighten the mood, even if it's very depressing.
We ball is just giving Caleb.
Yeah, it is.
I'll take that.
Most likely to go missing for 72 hours and then return with no explanation. All right, I have my answer.
Oh, I don't know.
Count us down.
Oh, Amy, are you ready?
Yeah,
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Adrian.
Wait, why?
Not a strong reason.
Yeah, not really
Just
strong
slightly
reason.
like I could see you just
Disappearing off the face of the earth
for a bit.
and then pretend nothing happened.
I can't see you doing it, but if I had to pick, I'd pick you.
Interesting. I was going to say Amy.
Really? Why
I feel
me?
like, not that you're mysterious, but you do have a mysterious side.
Okay.
Versus, okay, if we had to rank order of mysteriousness, Amy is at the top. And then
Whoa.
three of us are just at the same level.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like your mysteriousness level is like more than us. Caleb, you're not that
Okay.
mysterious. Neither am I. It's okay.
What am I? What's mysterious about me?
I don't know. You just it feels like you always have like personal projects going on. And then, oh yeah, like that one time you came out with like your whole knitting kit, and we're just like, when the fuck did you start knitting, dude? And you're just like, la-di-da, I'm knitting a sweater. I'm like, but I feel like that's like a common occurrence. Or like, oh my god, when you were sitting out here with your big ass book,
What?
you know what book I'm talking about?
Middlemarch?
Is that Middlemarch? No, the book that was like this big.
That's the only book I'm reading. Middlemarch? It's
I think
purple?
so. No, it's white, hardcover.
What?
Am I tripping?
Do you know what I'm talking? What are you talking
No, I
about? A
don't.
big white cover, hardcover book?
I think he wants you to be mysterious.
Yeah, I
That's
feel like you're trying to.
Crazy.
You're like projecting something. I'm an open book.
Most like, oh, this is crazy. Most likely to Venmo request you for 37 cents.
I have a friend in mind for sure, but
That's crazy.
I want to say their name.
nah, I'm good. um.
Guys, it's all friendly.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Me. Whoa! Wait.
Wait.
We're too nice.
I think Caleb
We
is
are too
lying.
nice,
Caleb's
but
lying. Caleb, you have to
I
pick
actually
one.
thought it was me.
I have
thought
to
it was
pick
me.
one. I would pick myself.
What?
That's
You're not
cap.
the type of person to do that.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think I am.
What? I think I am.
You think you are?
Wait, wait, I can't say it. I'll say it off camera. Wait, no, I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. I will not say why I think it's me, but I think deep down, I think it's me. Oh, I just had like crazy whiplash.
I think I have a pretty petty past that I'm mostly over. But, you know, growing up, I was quite petty. So.
Most likely to start screaming, I'm a star during an argument.
Screaming?
I am a star.
I'm a star.
During an argument.
During an argument. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait, what?
I don't know how you argue, but I just feel like you have random moments of like emotes, and you would have to get one out during an argument.
Facts.
You'd be like tense, and you'd be like, Trappuccino, Pappuccino.
Wait, but you too, Adrian.
You would do it too.
I would do it too.
Yeah, you would do it
That's
too.
why I
I think
voted for you.
I'd give it a top.
Yeah, sure. I would say that.
That's why I voted for Adrian. But sure, I guess you guys both do that.
Caleb, is that why you picked yourself?
Yeah.
Most likely to start beef with the upstairs neighbor.
Oh, easy.
All right.
Easy.
All right. 3, 2, 1. I would say me.
You? No.
I'm petty.
No.
Wait,
no,
have you done
no,
anything
no.
here?
No.
Dude, I don't see you actually going up to them and...
Wait. The most I've ever done, I can talk about this, was back at Columbia. I had like an exam or something the next day, and up the stairs they were having a party, like a fucking rager. And I took like my broom and I was like banging it against the floor back. But that was the extent that I went to like come after them.
That's fair. That's not
Dang,
bad.
okay. The most I've ever done is
But you don't have to share.
claim insurance on them.
What?
File an insurance claim on them.
That was valid.
It was valid. Their dishwasher broke and leaked into my kitchen.
There was a gaping hole.
There
in your
was a
ceiling and
gaping
you could
hole in
see
my
them.
ceiling. Yeah.
I wonder, would I go as far as to steal a package? No.
Oh.
Whoa.
No, never mind.
But I mean, Caleb's right. Like, I would be okay just going upstairs, knocking on their door, and scolding them like I'm the mom they didn't want.
But see, I think the difference is I would do it like immaturely. I would like ding dong ditch or something, like slam their door and just run. That's my
Egg their door.
Egg their door and just run. All right.
That's funny.
We're gonna do a couple more. Okay. Most likely to have a secret burner Twitter for rage tweeting. I know my answer. Are you guys ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Please explain.
I just feel like you have a lot of intrusive opinions, rightfully so, that you can't like say in public. So you say it on Twitter on a rage, and I feel like it's a lot of rage.
I do have a lot of rage.
You work hard at work, and you must filter that somewhere. You know.
I do have a lot of rage.
Yeah, I think you got
Tonight
there.
we ball. Wait, can you please say that?
At
Whatever
B-ball wannabe.
So,
I'll pull it out one
Say
of
that
these
whatever meeting is just team. Today we ball.
I wanted your postmortems.
That's crazy.
So you do have one, right? A burner account?
Yeah, I do.
That's okay.
At Donald J. Trump.
Okay, we have a couple more. We're gonna do a couple more, and then we'll be done. Most likely to gaslight you into thinking they cleaned.
Most likely to gaslight you into thinking they cleaned.
I have my answer. Guys, it's all just for jokes. I know that's not how you really feel about me. What?
Ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Really? I feel like you wouldn't gaslight.
No, I don't think you would, but I just had to pick one.
I would just do that shit for fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you gaslit Amy in thinking you cleaned?
Not actually. I
Yeah.
don't think I actually have. But
Have you lied about cleaning?
me?
Yeah.
I don't even think I've made claim to cleaning.
Wait, that's crazy. Wait, because like, okay, I was just thinking, you know how like we share a lot of like chores and whatnot? How easy would it to be just like say we did it, but we really didn't?
Not that easy.
Okay.
It shows.
I
No.
think yours is very hard. I think the two of you, your chores are just hard to say that you've done it or not.
Yeah, you do vacuuming. Like,
Yeah, I think Sarah and my chores are more easy
No,
to
but for
like,
example,
pretend.
wait, who cleans the thing right now? the kitchen
what?
sink.
Sarah.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say you could be like, oh, I cleaned it, but the stains are still there.
oh,
Or like claim you wiped the table, or the stains are still there. Interesting.
never
Just
All
mind
right.
means you did a really bad job cleaning.
The stain is still there
The
every
stain
single
is
week.
still there. It's like, are you
That
blind?
fur
or?
that was vacuumed it just came back. All right. I think we can end it there. But Sarah and I just want to say thank you to you two for making this apartment happen, because we said a lot on our previous episodes. This apartment situation would have happened if you guys agreed to like let us be a part of your apartment life, which is like really weird still thinking back that a couple let two friends join them. But yeah, I think like without you guys, like this wouldn't be your set. A lot of the stuff that we've experienced in this apartment wouldn't have happened. So we're really thankful for your shenanigans and letting us do all this stuff. That was a really weird transition, but
Aw.
yeah.
goes both ways.
Yeah. I think like the podcasts we've done have always been really fun. Like with you guys, like Thanksgiving one, and then the first like Am I the Asshole one. So you're disgusting. That's disgusting.
Sorry.
She's tearing up.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, yeah, we'll definitely want to have you guys back at some point when we all move out. When we get more settled. I think it'll be more fun like that. We'll all have like different lives now, you know.
Yeah, more to catch up on.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We can end here. Thank you guys. Sarah will be back soon and then out again because she's going to be traveling again. So I'll be running things alone for a bit, but she'll be in the background. Thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed our content, please like, comment, subscribe. As always, this is not anything like super like intellectual. It's just literally us just rambling and, you know, sharing some. Fine, sorry. Aside from the straw topic, everything else is pretty brainless. Anyways, and tonight we ball. Sorry.
Tonight we ball.
Back to front.
Back to front. All right. Thank you guys. And with that, TTYL.